If you came to this video thinking you're going to get rich this year, you better think again. But it could actually happen, but hold on, I'm not going to make any promises here. This isn't just for you to understand. Stay until the end and you'll get it. If you're here, you're a beginner. You want to start the year strong by launching a business and making money online, especially since the internet has grown rapidly. And do you really in fact want to set up some kind of operation? So you can truly change your life, enjoy more freedom, spend more time with family, yourself, hobbies, and your health. And an online business based on dropshipping provides that kind of thing. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Douglas Souza, and I've been working with this for 13 years. I've been working for 13 years right here where you're seeing me on the internet. I changed not just my life, but my entire family's too. Through the money I made from the internet, I fulfilled several personal dreams for myself and my wife. I gave my mom an apartment and I furnished my mom's apartment. All of this was through the internet, with my online stores, with my projects on the internet. And even if you're just getting to know me now, you might be seeing my channel here, seeing that I really talk about dropshipping, about online sales strategies, and you might be thinking, Douglas, of course you're going to say it's worth it, but hold on, it's not just because I have this channel that I'm going to exaggerate. No praise for dropshipping or related events in the market. This is an honest video, straight to the point, and with maximum transparency, just like I do with all my content here. The first thing you need to understand is that dropshipping is a logistics model. It's showing up on the screen so you can understand that everyone confuses dropshipping with a business model, but no, dropshipping is the logistics. Within the business model called e-commerce or online store, dropshipping is nothing more than a very simplified logistics. No need to store inventory at home, in a warehouse, or at the office. It's about setting up your online store like any other e-commerce, even with inventory. When a sale happens, instead of handling all the logistics yourself, which is a lot of work, your own supplier is the one who sends the product directly to your customer's home. Let me be clear, those flashy ideas from Instagram and TikTok aren't real entrepreneurship. Being a businessman isn't what you see online or on social media. It's not some little guru showing off fancy cars, houses, trips, showing restaurant bills being paid and saying that if you buy their consulting or mentoring, you'll get all that by next month. It's all a lie. I've been online 13 years, but these kids call themselves businessmen after less than a year. Being a real entrepreneur, an actual businessman, isn't about that. I'm not romanticizing the process or minimizing these kids' achievements. But having it portrayed this way is really bad, because it gives you an illusion, a false illusion, that you're going to be buying a Porsche just because you have an online store with dropshipping. In 6 months, that's not going to happen. Since you want the absolute truth, which I know will be a shock, I have to share uncomfortable truths. Most of these so-called gurus drive rented or financed cars, live in rented houses, and often don't pay taxes. They're making money by committing crimes, posting photos of rented cars and houses, yet still pretending to be good guys. Do you want to know if so-and-so is seeing results? Ask them to show their tax statement, ask them to show their net profit, the bottom line, not just the revenue from one of their stores, whether it's 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, it doesn't matter, but work with reality, with transparency. If you want to teach, show that you actually do dropshipping. Obviously, the question that remains is it worth starting in 2026 or not? And the answer is yes, but with some reservations, because there will be many situations here that won't fit into what I'm about to mention. If you fit the profile of someone who works full-time, whether you like your job or not, whether you earn well or not, whether you have a degree or not, it doesn't matter to you. Obviously, to maintain your cost of living, you should be working if you have at least 2 hours a day to study and apply. By increasing this amount on weekends and holidays, you can be sure that you can study and set up your operation, your online store, to work with dropshipping. The bottom line profit margin I'm talking about here with Cal, after paying for product costs, ads, platform fees, and taxes, will be between 12 to 18% bottom line profit margin. So calculate the revenue to determine your profit margin. Of course, this profit margin can even go up to 25 or 30%, but there are specific strategies you need to use to achieve that. I'm talking about you working alone, because in the beginning it's just you and yourself. I notice there's often uncertainty about delivery times for international dropshipping, especially for products shipped from China. I've already posted several videos on my channel with updated delivery times. Products reach your customer's home in under 7 business days. Even with international dropshipping, you can reliably deliver products to your customer's home. But besides that, we had a very intense year in 2025 regarding new suppliers arriving in Brazil. That's right, suppliers from China with warehouses in Brazil. That was promising, as delivery is then just 3 business days. So you can do dropshipping directly with the Chinese supplier who has stock here in Brazil and delivers within 3 business days to your customer's house. Do you realize what that means? You don't need to keep stock at home, the office, or your own warehouse, or pay rent. What's most impressive is how China is getting closer to Brazil. Just look at all the Chinese cars on the streets. I'm not here to talk about politics. It's not about whether it's good or bad, but we can't deny that it brought a new economy to our country. I myself have been to China. I documented everything here on my channel, my experience visiting my supplier, visiting the logistics center, and it's impressive how much these guys want to be in Brazil. And I know it's a win-win game. Obviously, they want to make money too. And you know what the truth is? It's fine. You make money, so why shouldn't the supplier make money too? This also brings up the earlier question, how long will it take to see results? Can you get rich in a year? Look, to be completely honest here, I can't come here and compare myself to you who are a beginner or intermediate. Whatever. With all these years of work, all my experience, I can tell you that I can get very satisfactory results in less than 6 months. I can't say that's the average result because it's not. And that's based on my students from the independent school, which is my professional dropshipping training. By the way, if you want to learn more, I'll leave the link in the description, but there will also be a QR code showing up on the screen so you can access it when you finish the video. The average result is that you'll start making your first profitable sales in 3 to 4 months. Of course, there have been several students who managed to do it sooner, but that really depends on how much time you have available to study and apply what you learn. I can't compare the results and the time available. Like a father who leaves for work at 8 in the morning and returns at 5 or 6 in the evening. He will have much less time to dedicate to studying than an 18-year-old who just finished high school. He hasn't started college yet, relies on his parents, and has 8 to 10 hours to study and focus. I've seen young people earn 10,000 Ries in revenue in a month. Now tell me, 10,000 Ries? With an average profit margin of up to 15, would that be good for you in the first month? I believe so, and having little time doesn't mean you won't see results. But understand that the more you invest in studying and applying, the faster the results will come. I've seen several students dramatically change their lives in under a year. By changing their lives, I mean truly getting rich online since it's highly scalable. E-commerce itself keeps breaking revenue records year after year, and even in a country in crisis, Because people end up buying more online, people prefer the convenience. By being part of that percentage with your online store, you can be confident you'll earn a lot of money. Yes, and I say this openly and transparently, one thing you shouldn't believe is that buying a store for 30, 37 or 50 Ries is possible. Just because a so-called guru on Instagram or Facebook promises you something doesn't mean it will happen. A validated store? Don't believe that. Do you know what that really means? It's a store that's been delivered, that's already sold, that has products that sell, that has creatives, then yes, I'll believe it's a validated store. A store with only banners and a few filler products, do you really think that's a validated store? Do you think you'll make 10,000, 20,000 or 30,000 Ries a month with a 37 Ries store? Don't fall for that nonsense. To create a personalized store for your niche that you'll work in, you'll need to spend at least 500 Ries. At least 500 to 600 Ries. And it's an investment that I can tell you right now, if you have it, it's worth it. You don't need to get paranoid or fall for the talk of so-called gurus. Showing off. Many didn't start from nothing. I'm not playing the victim, but I can't ignore the facts or be modest. Where I come from, I started from nothing. I come from a humble family. I was born and raised in Parada de Taipas. Anyone from São Paulo knows it's near Perus, Aragua, and Pirituba. I had a very tough childhood, but I have nothing to complain about. My mother always made sure nothing was missing from the table, though we often just ate sausage and eggs, and that was fine. That shaped me to be exactly the person I am today. Yes, who makes a lot of money, who got rich through the internet, but who knows exactly the true value of things. So I, who started from nothing with practically no money, my first and last job was as a supermarket bagger. I managed to build my entire empire on the internet. Why can't you build yours for yourself? Can't you just create and build your own online store? I teach on my YouTube channel for free. You don't need to buy anything. It's just about learning and practicing. I've created a series here about building a store from scratch using the Nuvum shopping platform. It really helps a lot for those who do dropshipping. I always make a point of highlighting the work they do here for our market. By the way, I'll leave a link in the description with a discount coupon for you to sign up. Nuvum Shopping offers a 35% discount to set up your store. That's for the monthly plan, but the quarterly plan offers a much better value with a bigger discount. You can be sure that there you'll find really good features for you, even if you have no knowledge at all about setting up a store or building a website. Basically, it's just drag here, paste there, and obviously watch my lessons so you can keep learning. Subscribe to the Nuvum shopping platform through this link in the description, and then you can build your store according to my lessons. All I ask is that you write down the information I gave and clearly state what you want to do. And there's a very important detail, which is the cash you need to get started. You can't set up an online store or operation without investing, no. You might wonder how much to invest or set aside. I suggest at least $500, ideally between $500 and $1,800. It should actually be a little more. And I'm not being hypocritical by saying that's a small amount of money. I know that saving up that kind of money is a lot, especially for those who have a lower salary. Compared to the results an online store can deliver, this investment is insignificant. I'm not being hypocritical. It's a small amount of money and you don't need the cash immediately. At first, you don't need to. You can use your credit card, for example, and invest gradually. You pay the first subscription for the Nuvum Shop platform, for example, and then over time, in 3 or 4 months, your store starts to pay for itself. If it starts to cover its own costs, even without net profit, you're on the right track. Next steps, optimize, scale, and achieve strong sales to increase net profit. So I know that this kind of content can be a cold shower for you. Honestly, I prefer to do things and speak this way to keep bad people off my channel since I've done this for years. I know the behind the scenes of all these Instagram people, and for those I don't, I have reliable sources who share a lot. I don't go to events anymore. You won't see me with a lot of people from the industry because I know the shady stuff these people do, and they still pretend to be good guys or good girls on Instagram. Be careful, you're the one responsible. You have to filter the people you choose to follow. Analyze these people's behavior, how they treat others, how they present themselves on social media. Be careful. It's very important for you to analyze these. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, because this year there's going to be a lot of great content here. Store analysis, niche, and product recommendations. If this helped clarify things for you, please comment below. It's important to me and I read them all. Wishing you a great year and many sales with your online store. With your feet on the ground, respecting the process and not romanticizing anything, because yes, it's hard, but you can be sure it's really worth it and it can transform not only your life, but the life of your whole family. Bye.